I know everybody's panicked about what's happening in the markets, but let me tell you what's really going on. And stop watching the news, please. You're not going to learn anything from Yahoo Finance that's actually true, because what's really going on is that we have a massive debt payment on our international and national debt that's due. Fortunately, our deal payment is that it's only interest, but we cannot afford it, not without printing even more money and driving up inflation, which, by the way, if you didn't know that, in the last 4 years, we've printed more money than the entire history of the United States combined, all of it together. So, yeah, we've been spending very irresponsibly, and now it's time to pay the fiddler, and we cannot do it. The only way we can pay this debt without driving up inflation is to lower the interest rates. But right now, interest rates are so funky that, yes, the Fed could drop the interest rates, but then it would get into competition with the very same people, us, that is trying to save and help. So how do we manage this? Well, there's a bunch of ways of doing it. I'm not saying what they're doing right now is the best way, but it is a way, and that is tank the markets. If you tank the markets, then people tend to want to move into bonds where they can get interest rates, and bond rates bond value tends to go up as the market goes down. And so if they buy bonds, then the faith and the surety of the United States comes up, and now the government can drop the interest rate without competing with us, and then they can finally pay their interest-only loan this time. If we don't pay the loan, if we default, then we've defaulted so many times that we get like a third world country credit rating, which means no one wants to give us any money. Why would they loan money to somebody who don't pay their debts? And now, for everybody who's moaning and complaining about tariffs, you won't care about tariffs if the very same things that you wanted to buy overseas or have manufactured overseas are going to cost 3, 4, 5, 10x what it normally was, because the dollar is tanked because nobody wants to buy the dollar. So what's happening is they're tanking the markets, hoping people buy bonds. Unfortunately, very few people currently are buying bonds. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen tomorrow with the CPI reports, and whether they're going to lower the interest rates or what, I don't know. It's a very difficult time. Now, we talk about this. I'm not giving you investment advice, but in my free group, it's a private group that we talk about how to trade these things. And then, of course, mainly we're trying to save on taxes and asset protection. But look, being able to manage your own personal and corporate assets is really, really critical right now. So if you want to join us, just type join in the comments, and we'll get you a registration, again, free, and we'll see you inside. But no panic, just understand what's really happening and what we need to do before everything, goes haywire.